This cupcake is like almost sickly sweet.
Um, Dorian, are you actually streaming right now? Because it doesn't show up on the channel for me.
Yeah,
Or
press
are you
start
waiting for me
stream.
to give you the go-ahead?
No, I press start stream.
Hmm. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna give you 1 more minute, Emily, and then we're gonna start. And then you'll just have to work on your macros during the game. Because you should have had these done quite a while ago.
I'm sorry, I'm a terrible person.
Yes, you are. Okay.
I'll be better in the future, I promise.
Okay, so we're gonna get started now. Last week, you guys went deeper into the mines, encountered more corrupting residuum. Some more people had some interesting effects. A vestigial twin burst out of Dorian's. Yeah, it was you, Dorian. Was it Dorian?
It was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it burst out of Dorian's stomach and started screaming until Dorian managed to silence it with his ritual, with his delay affliction ritual. You ventured onto the lower level of the mine and fought rust monsters, lost some magical items, and gained a load of residuum. You guys found several eggs, and by several I mean quite a few, and are deciding what to do next. And that's where we are. Let's get on the right map.
I was gonna say, that's not quite where I remember us being.
Oh, so I changed my hotkeys for, TeamSpeak. So hopefully I won't repeat half my text.
That's good.
So, what do you all think? Should we keep these eggs and try to domesticate them, or destroy them?
Why would we destroy them?
I wouldn't want to, but rumor has it that they are hard to break in.
I mean, I don't want them near me, and I don't really want them near innocents. We could, I don't know, try to put them in the King's, what have you, summer home.
Tabar really doesn't like the idea of keeping them, but, you know, I don't personally care.
Maybe we could sell them or something.
Yeah, we could just sell the eggs as well.
I assume they have some value.
I'm still in all black right now. I can't see where we are.
Are you there?
Still all black?
No, I'm good. It just took a while to load.
It would be par for the course.
So how many eggs are there precisely?
Well, right here you see a group of 4.
Well, I see 5.
That looks like 5.
Okay, you also see a dungeon master who does not know how to count. You all point and laugh at him.
So there are as many
Already
as,
done.
as we see.
Yes.
Okay, so it's like all the little brown flecks, right?
What? No, it's these things in the corner that look like eggs.
Oh, I thought the brown flecks were the eggs.
It's the dumplings in the corner.
Okay, yes.
Those other things are rocks.
I thought those were the eggs, and I was trying to avoid them during the fight.
Can you give the physical description of the eggs again?
Oh yeah, sure. You see that they are rather large, feet tall, about 2-3 feet they're about across. They're rough on the outside, and they seem to be leaking a little bit, some sort of fluid. Not like a lot of leaking, just a little bit.
You were choppy on all the dimensions for me.
Sorry, they're about 3 or 4 feet tall and about 2 to 3 feet long, across.
All right.
So I'm gonna slowly get a little bit closer, and can I make like a knowledge check on these eggs?
Sure. What knowledge skill are you gonna use?
A dungeoneering.
I've already given you guys quite a bit of information. What exactly are you trying to figure out?
Just how large? I mean, ideally, how large they would be. Like when they hatch, usually.
Okay, so when they hatch,
Like
they're
if this looks like the condition that they would be in, like this leakage. I don't know.
okay. So the eggs don't really get much larger than this. Most of the growing is done inside of the egg.
Right. Yeah, I realized that after I asked.
Also, that macro roll automatically rolls twice for you, so you don't get to roll it twice.
I have two. Remember, I have 2 dungeoneering abilities. One's roll twice and pick either, and then one's you can roll again and have to choose a second.
Okay, well then you need to let me know that you're actually using that. Okay. So yeah, they don't get much larger. Most of the growing is done inside, and they don't get much larger.
We could finish exploring the cave and come back here. Maybe take one for ourselves if we really want to, and leave the rest for when the sun's get here.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I think you might have mentioned this last week, but that was last week, and I don't quite remember. Do we know about their state, as in hatching soon or not, or
I
did
believe
you-
last time I mentioned that they still have a couple weeks to go.
Okay. So if we can tell that, then I would say that we have. I mean, they aren't going anywhere, so we can see what else there is and come back.
I like that plan.
You can take that thing off of you, by the way. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you. Oh. Yeah, with that big light, try to. I'll say this in character. Try to wait around corners with that big light, and like I'll try to clear them for you.
Guys, there's something I should probably tell you about this next room, if you haven't checked further ahead. There appear to be many, many eggs. Just lots.
Well, maybe just should sneak closer. Maybe make sure there's no other creatures within that within the next room.
I volunteer.
It's big of you.
Short jokes. Okay. Yeah, if you want to go around that corner with that big light, because the bright light coming behind me sort of defeats the purpose of the sneak.
All right, all right.
Sheila and Tavar wave to Scabbard.
Ooh. So you attempt to be as stealthy as you can. However, you also trip over a rock and make quite a bit of noise. You don't hear anything react in the next room. Okay. You're having pretty mixed results. Sometimes you're being pretty heavy-footed, and then other times you're light as a feather. But you still don't hear any reactions from the next room.
Okay. I don't see anything, so I'll just walk back.
Okay.
And I'll just relay to the group that it was just all eggs and more residuum rocks.
That's good.
That's
There-
probably not a place we need to go then.
So there's only one other direction. Go back to that hallway and go north or go south instead.
All right. Which way is it?
We haven't been down this way yet. Well, Corvin came down this way and saw a couple of creatures in this room right here, but seems like
In the one below us?
The one down the path you're going right now.
Yeah, well, he didn't
Okay.
see him, but he heard them.
Oh, right. Okay.
You don't hear the same noises that you heard last time that you were here. All appears to be empty.
So I'll relay to the group whatever it was must have moved.
Must have been those rust monsters that attacked us from the hall earlier.
Oh, could be.
Well, looks like this whole place is cleared out now.
Now we just have to decide what to do with those eggs.
Well, do we think that the Suns can train them properly?
Well, we see how well they did with that guy we got information out of.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey guys, before I forget, I'm gonna need someone to control Solgar's character until he gets here, if he does get here. Any volunteers?
I can. I don't know his attacks, but I can move him at least.
Okay,
Is there a way to control multiple tokens at the same time?
of course. Yes, there is. I will set it up.
And if you wouldn't mind throwing his token where we are, because I assume he'd follow, and I can't because I can't see him. There you go.
You should have access to his character sheet as well on Roll20.
Okay, I see I see macros. I'll just use these.
Okay, good. Keep going. Sorry for the interruption.
I mean, what we could do is, see what the Suns actually want, and maybe they just would rather sell them rather than raise them, or maybe try to find some expert in animal training and try to train them.
Well, 5 was one thing. That many seems a little worrisome to me.
Maybe we should destroy some of them.
I want one.
Well, at the
I
very
mean-
least, we could sell them if we don't if the risk is too big. I mean, we've got a good 2 or 3 weeks before they hatch.
How much do you think they would go for?
Well, they're pretty rare. I would have to guess a few hundred gold, if not more. I mean, they're very powerful creatures. I'm sure to the right person, they're worth a lot of money.
Can I make like a streetwise check maybe to see if I would know like how much something like this would be worth maybe?
Sure.
Not that my streetwise is very good.
Yeah, I can try too.
You don't know.
Well, there
I think
we go.
I think Cerberus is.
Okay. Dorian, you think they could go for, like you said, a couple hundred gold. If you were able to find someone who wanted them, you could probably sell them for at least 300 gold pieces each.
I'll relay that. You know, yeah, 300 gold pieces, or maybe a little bit more, give or take, to the right buyer. So you know, either way, they're invaluable. If we want to try to use them as weapons in the resistance, they will definitely do a lot of damage to the king's armies. Or if we want to sell them, then we can use the gold to finance part of the resistance.
So long as we're not selling them to the king.
Oh, of course. Well, I mean, presumably, maybe that could be an idea. Actually, rumor has it that they are incredibly hard to train, but I would be against it personally.
I want to make a knowledge check about rust monsters to recall a specific fact. If it's not a history check to do that, I make it one. So.
What are you trying to recall?
I want to recall if how those more powerful versions are formed, if they're that way from, for example, if they grow into be like the more
Like the psychic one and the lodestone, like how those happen?
Yes, those ones. Like if they're that way from birth, or if they grow into that and from the same origin.
Okay, go ahead. That would be a nature check normally.
Yeah, but I'll use my power to make it my encounter power.
Okay. Okay. So you know that these variations they happen when a young rust monster comes into contact with something they normally wouldn't. Like the nightmare came into contact with a strong psychic user. The terror came into contact with somebody who used fear spells, and they sort of absorbed that power.
Okay, so I could determine from that all the eggs in there would produce the same normal rust monsters at the beginning.
Correct.
Okay. I don't know if I'd share that information just yet, because there's kind of no reason to. But that was more of a. Depending on how that went, the next point I was going to bring up was, if there were going to be like, empowered versions hiding in those eggs. But.
And also, I did forget to mention, guys, because you guys all managed to respond in time, you all get one feedback token to use today. There's a link to what they can do. Just wanted to remind you all.
Cool.
Okay.
So we should, if you want one, Corbin, we should go grab one and head back to the Suns. Tell them that we successfully cleared out this giant mine, and we successfully found a lot of stuff that's worth a lot of money.
Virtually limitless money.
Yeah, with the residuum. We also, we're all a little tired and banged up after all this fighting. We should at least find a place to recover.
You guys can't take a rest for several more hours.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, once we get back, we can take a long, much needed rest.
Yeah, once we get get back to the city and deal with whatever else comes of having quitted this place out for the Suns.
Wait, we're leaving?
We are.
We
don't
weren't
know.
going to stay down here forever. Did you
Why
not know that?
Why not?
Well, we, I mean, everything that I mean, we're from, you know, we, just as this is your home, the world above is ours, and we have, responsibilities and, things we want to accomplish up there, so, I mean, we're not gonna stay here forever.
Trust me, the outdoors is amazing.
It is much more expansive.
I could tell you that there aren't any more of these purple rocks that you hate up there.
Are you sure about that?
At least I haven't encountered any.
But it seems like it would be so open. How do you handle that?
Well, you're free to do what you want. It's a giant world above here. I mean, you did say that you haven't always been down here, correct?
Right, but memories are very dim now.
Well, then maybe some sun will do you some good.
You don't have to live in fear all the time anymore.
Don't you, though?
No, you can fight against it.
That's pretty much our entire thing.
Fighting against fear?
Yeah, ours, other people's.
Tavar can come along, right?
That's not my call.
Don't see why not.
So, okay, I'll hold off on the intervention talks.
Intervention talks.
No, that wasn't in character. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, if
I
you
mean,
want-
I think I'm okay as long as Tavar's here too.
Is Tavar ready to leave?
Let me ask him. He seems a little worried about what's waiting for us outside of here. But he said he wants to go where I go, so.
I just pictured Tavar as like the little dodecahedron inside of a magic 8-ball.
Well, nothing wrong with worrying about what's to come. It shows that you're alive.
Okay, I guess we'll be okay with following you guys. If you'll have us anyway.
I mean, you've been pretty helpful so far.
Yeah, and I like that you know you're watching too.
Well, thank you. It's mostly Tavar. It really has nothing to do with me. He tells me where to go.
Well, it's good that this is the sphere's sphere. That I'm sure will prove helpful in our endeavors if you should choose to assist us.
Well, for now, I'm okay with tagging along.
Sounds good.
Alright, well, let's get out of here then.
Do you still want to grab an egg, Corvin?
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Why don't we plant some eggs in the king's armories?
Well, they're not gonna hatch anytime soon, and if they know, and if they know about them as well, if they discover them, they might, you know, try and use them.
Well, then they'd waste manpower trying to tame a rust monster.
Well, we were debating trying to do that same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm still keeping one, but I don't think that the king's gonna have much luck with them. And not this many of them.
Yeah, Dorian will grab one too. He's kind of curious by that.
Well, Ignac's not gonna take one because he's a little too leery of it, doing something adverse to the rest of his kit and any of his creations.
Scabbard takes the same position.
There's only one round-shaped object that Chilo will ever hold, and that is Tavar.
Yeah, I'll grab two and take both of them with me.
Yeah, Dorian puts his inside his bag of holding, which contains all of his residuum.
That's a good idea.
That sounds like a flawless plan.
That sounds really good, actually. I'm just putting it in with all of my belongings.
Okay, so Dorian's taking one, and who's taking two?
Corbin.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so what now? We head back to the Suns?
That seems to be the consensus.
Yep, tell them what happened, what we found. Maybe they can find somebody who can cure us all of this corruption.
Okay, so you guys are gonna head out of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to just teleport you, or do you want to walk?
Unless someone has something they want to do in this cave still.
I'm fine with teleporting.
Yeah. I'm okay with the fast travel system.
Yeah.
Okay, you, I can just teleport you directly out of the cave to the surface, or I could stop along the way at each one of the different maps. If you guys don't care, I'll just take you directly to the surface.
Can you stop, like, at the very end of the cave?
Okay. I'm gonna stop at the exit of the mine to the cave as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't need the map, we can just play it out. We don't really need the map.
So we're at the stairs leading up to the,
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are in the room right before the stairs, which lead up out of the cave, and Chiella stops.
I wander over to my pile of moss and old supplies and kind of bend over and grab some to take with me. And a tear rolled down my cheek.
You know there's food on the surface, right?
You mean like more pastries?
I mean, like real pastries.
These are real pastries.
Okay, pastries made out of bread.
Isn't that what this is made out of?
This is moss.
Moss, it's pastries.
Well,
Okay,
bread's not green.
There's a different kind of pastry on the surface that you'll like.
Called...
Really? What other things are there?
Goodness, can we get up these steps?
You can see it for yourself in a few short minutes.
Okay, I guess Tavar and I are ready.
Okay, so you walk out of. I mean, do you guys head up the stairs? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we could go up the stairs on a shield.
Yeah. Break the laws
Rocket
of gravity.
Okay. So you guys make it up the steps and out of the mine completely. You are in the cave with all of the dead kobolds and goblins.
There's two of us. We have doppelgangers.
Where?
We see our past selves.
Attack!
Yeah, attack them.
I don't see two, I just see us.
Oh, it disappeared off the. I think he blocked off that section or something.
Just deleted them.
Okay.
You deleted ourselves?
Yes.
This map is lagging a lot harder than the last one for some reason.
You're just loading it all. Probably the other old one loaded. So you guys are gonna head to the surface now? Get out of the cave entirely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheila and Tavar are walking very hesitantly and cringing at all these dead bodies.
Yeah, this wasn't us.
It's good to know. Who was it?
Each other.
Oh, they did this to themselves?
Yeah.
Some people of the world are like that.
Why?
I'll leave you guys to find your own way out, because this isn't very large, so...
Because they want power and money. So you've got to get power and money to beat the evil people with power and money. Or gold, I suppose.
Yikes.
What?
No, I just couldn't remember which way.
I'm pretty sure it's up here. This should lead to that big giant room where we fought the goo monster.
Yeah, and here
Yeah.
you guys see the remains of the gelatinous cube.
So this way.
Oh, hey, old friend.
You commonly make friends that you've been in the belly of?
That you've been inside.
So everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys find the exit here. And, you guys, I assume you guys step outside?
Yes, to bathe in the warmth of the sun.
And blink against the light after being down here for so long.
Sheila looks timidly out at the surface. She doesn't really know what to do.
Don't you want to feel the
well.
sun?
Well, you guys get out there and You guys brought horses, right?
Yes.
Okay. You guys see how you guys see 4 horses where you guys left them.
One's missing. It's
Whose
lagging.
horse is missing?
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a
I-
little bit hard to understand. Whoever said that.
I think it was whose
Sorry,
horse
I
is
said
missing.
whose horse is missing.
Well, they all look pretty much the same. We didn't really distinguish between them.
I branded
came-
mine.
We came here with 6 of them, so I'm assuming 2 of them.
No,
ran
it was
off.
5.
Who didn't ride a horse?
You only got 5 horses from the
Yeah, but I
village.
stole one.
Oh, well then there's 5 of them. 1 horse is missing.
Oh.
It's probably the one that had to carry me.
Well. Kind of looking around. Unless we have any clues on where it went, I don't know. We've been down there a while. It could have run off anywhere.
Guys were only down there for about a day actually in total.
Well, it could have got quite a long way in that time.
Yeah, it is a horse.
It's a horse. It could be back to Port Haven by now.
Yeah, I suppose
Oh.
that we should just share horses.
I'll make a nature check to see if I can see any like a trail,
Okay.
maybe any indication of like how long ago the horse either like broke or like ran off or was taken.
Okay. It's actually a perception check to see if you can find tracks.
Oh right, sorry.
You see tracks heading off to the east. You think that they're about 12, 14 hours old.
Yeah, I'll tell the group that.
Well, then that's in the opposite direction, so looks like we're down a horse.
Yeah. That horse could be anywhere by now. I don't think we'd ever track it down, even if we did.
Tavar and I don't really weigh that much, I don't think.
Oh yeah, let's go. We can share horses to get.
Yeah, we'll be
Port
fine.
Haven.
Before we mount up, I make a quick glance at Amonis's grave.
Are you guys going to get right back on the road, or are you guys just gonna take the shortest route?
I would assume something like that.
Well,
Okay.
I'd assume that would be. Yeah, that probably makes the most sense, to be honest.
Unless we just want to go straight to the road and then go over.
Okay, so then you guys just go that way. So that's
Is it nighttime? What time is it right now?
right now it's 8 o'clock, so it's dark now. No, it's yeah, it is dark, so there is no sunlight. Whoops.
Dang, I was hoping for the warmth of the sun.
Yeah, so it's 8 o'clock, right? Actually, by the time you guys get out, it'll be 8:30. It's 8:30 on the 28th of Patchwell. So you guys will set off. Who's gonna be on the same? So people are gonna have to double up on the same horse.
Yeah, I'm light, so I'll double up with whoever. With Dorian, actually. Corbin wouldn't.
Yeah, Dorian helps Corbin onto the horse.
Okay. And then Chiella, who are you gonna be doubling up with?
That's up to you guys.
You said we had 5.
Yeah, we have 5 horses. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Another
That's
6 of
correct.
us.
Okay, so you guys let's see. So that's a speed of 8. So yeah, you guys take 8 hours to get back to the to just outside the city gate. So it's
Is it almost sunrise?
no, you've got a couple hours to go. 8 hours will put it at 4:30 in the morning on the 29th. On the 1st.
Okay.
It's the 1st now.
We should like space out when we go into the city.
Yeah, not to draw attention to us.
Should we head back to the...
Sorry. As you guys approach the city, you hear quite a bit of commotion. That's very out of character for the city at this hour of the night. You guys hear like a pretty much a mob inside the city shouting, and you can see quite a bit of torches through the city gate. And the city guards are there's only one person guarding the city gate at this point. You only see one guard. There's normally 2.
Well, I suppose Dorian would... There's no line to get into the city or anything like that?
No.
Well, I suppose Dorian would, ride up slowly, trot up, and just ask the guard what's happening.
He says, there's been a commotion with the Duke. People want the Duke to be tried for murder. And I get stuck here with guard duty while everybody else on the guard force is inside the city with all the exciting stuff.
Man, it sounds like you got a crummy job, then.
Tell me about it. They don't pay me enough for this.
I mean, do you have a family?
Of course I have a family. It's the only reason that I stay at this crappy job.
Are they safe right now? Seems like the city is in a commotion.
I hope so. If I don't stay on my job, then I'll lose my job and my family will go hungry, so I have no way of making sure that they're alright.
Is there any safe part of the city, or does it seem like they're all rioting?
No, it seems like everywhere they are rioting. The Duke is in his palace, all cozy, with guards risking their life to protect him. He doesn't deserve that after what he did.
You sound like you don't like the Duke.
Not anymore, not after what he did.
So he's accused of murder. Who did he murder?
He was found in bed at night with a dead woman, and he claimed that there was an intruder, but the intruder was nowhere to be found. No one's that good at getting out of a sticky situation like that.
It's kind of creepy. Why'd you guys want me to come to the surface again?
Because it's exciting.
They also found a ton of dust on him. And you guys know from your, well, you know that dust is it's an addictive drug. Yeah, it's a white powder.
So is he going to get a fair trial, or is he? They're just.
You think he's gonna get a trial? He's the Duke. He controls the legal system in this city.
Well, I mean, if you think this way, I mean, I'm sure there's got to be other guards that think this way.
No, I don't think that we have enough to go against him. He does have the backing and the support of King Fire, after all.
I see. Well, is it all right if we head into the city, head home?
What? What's everybody else doing at this time? Are you guys hanging back?
I am, because I'm a hobgoblin and I might frighten him.
I'm just kind of standing here hugging Tavar.
Yeah, I'm just on the horse behind Dorian, like with my hood up. I'm gonna nudge him so that he like gets a move on.
Yeah. So he asked the guard if it's all right if he heads home with his friend.
Yeah, you live here?
Yes.
Bluff check.
Okay. Or diplomacy check, since I can roll diplomacy for bluff.
Well, you still need to make a bluff check, regardless if you can do diplomacy or not. You still need to make a bluff check.
36.
It's like, okay, well then, the rest of this group with you as well? They live here as well?
Yes, they are some of my servants.
What?
Do you actually say that?
It's Scabbard pats her on the shoulder.
I make a lot of faces, but I don't actually say anything.
What's wrong with her? He says.
Oh, she's a new servant, getting used to the life. It's tough.
I walk up to the guard and I say, "Here's my husband, Tavar."
He looks at Dorian and he says, "Sir, you need to control your servants. This is highly irregular."
Yeah, excuse her. She's been through a lot, and trying to counsel her to, yeah, I mean, you know.
I wanna give Dorian like a shot to the ribs from from the side that the guard can't see.
And he'll visibly, yes. It'll be nice if I can, head back to my house, make sure nothing was stolen from it.
Yeah, so go inside. Just be careful about the mob. You don't want to antagonize them, that's for sure. I mean, can't you hear them? Wink, wink.
I can.
Look at that fancy production value.
I know, right?
Sounds like South Park.
It does.
It does. It totally does.
So if we could, as soon as he lets us pass, I'll wave a hand through to have the rest of the group follow behind me as we head into the city.
Chilla puts her hands over her ears. She hates this noise. All these people.
Where are you guys heading exactly?
I'm assuming to the Suns.
I would.
What about our safe house first?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because I mean, it's been. We've been awake for quite a while now, and.
That is on the opposite side of town, isn't it?
No, they're both in the rat quarters, which is number 7.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I suppose we could go home to the safe house first. You know, make sure nothing has happened there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming also that we leave our horses, you know, at some stable in front of the city.
Yeah. So when you get there, because I forgot to do this last time, he says, so you guys actually gonna pay this time? 'Cause last time I had one of my stable hands running at the front, and he forgot to ask you for money. So you guys gonna pay up this time?
Of course. How much is it?
It's 5 gold per horse per day. That pays for accommodations and food, and we will groom your horse.
Dorian just takes 25 gold out of his own pocket and hands it to him.
What kind
Didn't
of
you guys
horse
have
grooming
6
do you
horses
do?
last time?
What?
Didn't you guys have 6 horses last time?
Yeah, unfortunately, one was stolen from us.
You don't tell him that.
Yeah.
What kind of grooming do you guys do?
We will brush your horse and wash your horse.
Yes, that sounds good. So we should probably head into the city.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Noticeably, Dorian is noticeably kind of rushing through it, so Chella doesn't say anything to compromise anything.
Am I doing something wrong, Dorian?
No.
That's it.
And I mean, unless we're away from the guard now.
It's up to you guys if you guys wanted to walk away.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming as we're walking away, if he's out of...
Yeah, I'm kind of whispering to him. Am I doing something wrong?
Well, maybe, I don't know. I mean, you know, there's some strange things, and people don't like strange things sometimes.
Like what?
Well, you know, I mean, I guess I can just come out and say it, you know, people might feel a little intimidated by yours and Tavar's relationship.
Intimidated? What's intimidating about true love?
They're just afraid of it. You know, it's complicated.
It's so qualitative.
You know, some people, they don't have that sort of love life, so they get upset or offended by it. So, I mean, you know, just try to hide it a little bit more, and people won't take any notice.
That's not cool. I don't want to hide it.
Well, don't hide it, but just you don't have to walk up to complete strangers and tell them.
But they should know.
Yeah, but what if you walk up to some lonely guy and you're just throwing this relationship right in his face, and you could be hurting his feelings.
Guys,
Hurting
this is
his
touching. I'm
feelings.
exhausted, though. Let's get some rest.
As you guys head back into the city, the mob gets louder.
Yeah, it certainly does.
They took our gerbs.
Yes.
Do you guys head back to your safe house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that was the intention.
So is the mob kind of throughout the city?
It's concentrated to the main road from what you were able to see. You can barely hear it once you're in the rat's quarters.
I mean, we could, when we're away from the rat mob, I'll say we could use this mob to our advantage.
Yeah, we won't have to worry about getting spotted.
Are we worried about getting spotted?
Well, we're sort of a strange group. I don't know. I guess you're sort of new here, but this is not, we're not the average 6 people in the city.
Why not?
The people who run this place, they don't like us very much.
Why?
Because the people that they answer to have problems with us as well, and so they have to I don't know. They probably won't really like us around that much. I think that's probably the easiest way to say it.
I don't really get it. Like, why do people have a problem with us? Or you guys, because I just joined this group, like, you know.
Well, there's, you know, I mean, you can find out tomorrow more information when we go see the sons of Cotter.
All right, then. I'll let it drop for now. Tavar and I won't ask any more questions.
Although I would say we should, if we're turning in, we should post a watch here, because from the sound of that mob, I don't know what they'd do.
Well, I can do that. I don't actually sleep.
Let's just sit him up in a big easy chair next to the window and the door.
That sounds ideal.
I just pictured like a robot with a big flashlight in his chest, kind of like in a rocking chair with a shotgun out front, just like.
Yeah, that's what I want, except like indoors.
So we get back to our little safe haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Jaina Pharaoh's daughter still there?
Didn't you give her to what that other guy to take care of?
That was a plan, but I think that we didn't have enough time, and we were like rushing out to do the quest for the sons.
No, you went to the dockmaster and you asked if he would take care of her, and he said yes, and then you talked to her, and she said that she would go with him.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming that happened at some point.
All right. Okay, so we are back at the safe haven. Does it look like it's been ransacked at all?
No, I mean it's pretty much no one really assumes that there's anything of value in the rats' quarters. No one really bothered.
Did on our way here, would we have seen signs of looting in this area?
I mean, like I just said, there's no real value in looting anything in the rats' quarters. On the way here, along the main road and some of these other outlying houses, like here, where it wasn't entirely, the poor section, there was a little bit, but you didn't really see much.
Okay, well, I mean, I definitely think that we should post a watch, because I don't know, you know, and when people get like this, they could do anything.
You guys, sorry, I almost forgot Belrose again. Belrose is back at the safe house when you guys get there.
That was the tiefling?
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
tiefling.
Okay.
I guess I'll ask him how things went with the sons.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Because he stayed behind with the sons, correct, and was helping them out?
Well, yeah, he was basically said that he would act, for right now at least, as the in between the two groups.
Jill asks who this person is.
He says, I should ask the same thing about you guys, about you. You take one person with you and you bring back a different one. What happened to Amanus?
Unfortunately, he perished, and we found Chela deep within the mine.
Wait, somebody died?
Oh yes, before you came, someone did die.
Why is this the first Tavar and I are hearing of this? What?
He says, who's Tavar? I don't see anybody else.
Oh, one thing at a time, please. We're all exhausted, but to answer the question, well, we were just, hurt about losing a dear party member, Traveler, and we just didn't feel like talking about it, I suppose.
You're just okay with picking me up and putting me in this other person's place? Like...
Well, I mean, if you'd have lived, you would have still been there, correct?
You mean if your other member had lived?
Yes.
I mean,
mean-
yeah, but
I mean, you don't have to follow us around. But
Is this going to be a problem?
I'm just wondering why nobody told me that somebody died and then I took their place.
Well,
well,
you didn't really take their place. You just were conveniently there.
I mean, we
So
had
this is
more-
getting dangerously close to meta talk, guys.
Okay.
we had more pressing matters on our minds. When we,
All right.
you know, in a mind full of, you know, dangerous things. So we didn't quite mention that right away.
All right. Well, Sheila turns to the stranger and says, "This is Tavar," and holds out Tavar.
What? This is just a rock.
We
This isn't
know.
a...
We know.
No, it's Tavar. Why do you guys keep saying that it's a rock? It's Tavar.
Well, he's your rock. You know, like he keeps you stable. You know, that's what we mean.
Okay,
I'm
because he's
just-
not a rock at all. He's like me.
Belrose looks at you guys and he says, where'd you pick this lost soul up?
I'll nod to Belrose and go to sleep.
Did he say where or why?
He said where?
Oh, okay. Well, we did already mention that to him.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we found her in the mine.
She just started following you? That's interesting.
Apparently.
She knew the area, so she showed us around.
And we offered to show her the outside world as
Interesting. And you also decided to take her friend Tavar with you.
We're not friends. We're lovers.
Oh, I'm sorry. You decided to take her lover with you.
I
wouldn't
suppose
want
you
to
could say we
separate a
decided.
couple as perfect for each other as this up. I could understand that. Says his voice dripping with sarcasm.
Sheila gets all up into his face and says, "Do you have a problem with my relationship with Tavar?"
Are you gonna make an intimidation check, or
Oh, I should, shouldn't I? Okay.
if you want this to have any chance of succeeding, then yes. And you're like, no, I don't have any problem with it. It doesn't affect me. I don't particularly care. What does affect me and you guys is this business with the Duke. What do you think about all this business with the Duke?
Well, we just know from what the guard told us is that he's accused of murder.
we just got back. You probably know more than we do.
I'm more curious about the dust than anything else.
What did you want to know about the dust? I mean, he was covered in dust and he was shouting about an intruder that came into his room and killed his companion, who also did not happen to be his wife.
I mean, I just want to know more about like what the dust does and how exactly or why he was using it.
I mean, Belrose is looking at you guys and he's like, you don't know what dust does? It's... You take
We
some of
haven't
it
had
and...
that talk.
Ah, I see. So you you inhale this dust and it feels really good, and then you want some more, and you want some more, and the urge gets stronger and stronger, and that's why you keep doing it.
I feel like Jared is like a parent having this talk with a child.
Do you understand? It's very bad. You don't want to do dust, okay, Chiela?
Dorian says,
But
"No,
it sounds
I
so
think."
interesting.
Dorian says, "Oh, I think I know the feeling." As he grabs his new flask and takes a swig from it.
Don't do dust.
Can
don't
I
do
have a
drugs,
sip from
kids.
your flask, Dorian?
How much is left? I'll look inside it.
There's about enough for maybe 2 or 3 drinks.
Sure. In the we can all calm down a little bit, I suppose.
Cool, that sounds good. I've just never quite tasted anything like that. It burned, but the burning just, it felt so good in that
It
pain.
hurts so good.
It does, it hurts so good.
Well, it's the after effect that's supposed to feel good.
Well, it's the whole experience for me. Tavar agrees.
Could we ask oh, guy.
Belrose.
Thank you.
Belrose?
Belrose's place.
Oh my lord. Could we ask him? Could we maybe tell him what we learned from the guard, and maybe ask him if he knows anything more about maybe what the mob's doing and what happened? Because we just got here, and
Yeah,
this
why don't
is-
go ahead and ask him. Go ahead.
I was describing the question I was gonna ask.
Speak.
Yeah. So we heard this. We heard what happened from the guard, but we just got here, so I was wondering if you might know anything more about what's been happening here with the mob and the Duke and everything. other
Well,
than
they
what we
won his
heard.
head. They won his head. They want to execute him. They want him to be taken to Avaraka and hung in the arena there. I don't know if you know anything about it, but there's an arena in Avaraka where they hang the worst criminals. Do you know anything about it?
I've heard of the place.
I've heard mention.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what they want from him, and right now he still has control over majority of the city guard, and is staying inside his palace, where no one can get to him.
Has the mob become violent? Are they actively trying to attack guards or people they think to be, sympathizing with the Duke?
Right now, there's only been a little bit of violence, but there have been a couple incidents.
I mean,
The Suns want to take advantage of the situation, but throughout all the chaos in the city, we haven't managed to get everybody together.
well, I mean, yeah, we can bring everyone together, but I suppose this is the question before is, if we take advantage, that could draw a lot of attention. I mean, is there enough defenses here to protect this if the king should lay siege to this city?
Ha! You think that the Suns could stand up to the king's might? No one can stand up to the king's might.
Well,
So
then, is there a point to even take the city then, right now?
I don't know. That's something that we need to discuss. We need to discuss this.
It's a very interesting attitude for a resistance member. That wasn't said in character, but just observation.
Why? If it's not worth it, then
No,
Wait.
the fact that he said that nobody can stand up to the king, when in fact that is what he's doing. But anyway, that was just
You
interesting.
broke the GM. Well done.
I don't know how to talk anymore.
Well, we could meet up with. We never did catch his name. What is the name of the Sun's leader?
His name is
John
Toahan.
Doe?
John
Toahan?
Doe. His name is Dawn. No, his name is Toahan.
Can you use it
Oh,
in a
what do you-
sentence?
His name is Toahan.
Okay.
Well, we have news for him that we completed his task. I don't know how much he's going to be able to deal with that right now, considering what's going on. This might make things a little more difficult.
Yes, I'm not quite sure how much attention we will be able to devote to that right now.
So much for being rich.
What? So, just to refresh my memory, because this was many weeks ago in real time when we did this. What exactly were we trying to get from them when we
They were gonna basically become the new resistance.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that was basically the plan. They were going to be the framework of the might of the new resistance.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. It was that was like many weeks ago in real time, and I've like forgot what had happened. I also don't think I was there for that conversation.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I don't
yeah,
know.
you
You
got
might have
there
been
right
taking care of your
after.
cat, maybe. I don't know.
I think that was the day I slept in.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Anyway,
We should probably get some rest though, and in the morning we could see Toahan and discuss the next necessary steps.
yeah. What we're gonna do from here?
Agreed. We will discuss this in the morning. You guys look like you have had a long journey.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're gonna
Taking
sleep
extended
now.
rest, yeah, so
Well, don't have my tokens. I can't recover everything. But...
you can go to your character sheet and do it.
So, I've actually had, ever since you took my token off the map, I've had the problem where my token macros are stuck at the top of my screen. And I don't know how to get rid of them.
You can't.
Oh, perfect.
Actually, if you click on that, if you click on the arrow by Safe House, I don't know if you guys can target stuff, if you guys can select stuff that you normally can't, like you can't control, just to, you might be able to do that.
No.
No.
No?
The problem is my character sheets are minimized behind the bar.
Yeah, you should be able to click on that token now and clear your macros off.
Thank you.
Okay, so you guys sleep. It's now 6:30 a.m. I mean 10:30 a.m. when the rest is over.
Well, that was much needed.
Okay, I'm gonna instantly set up and use instant friends on Dorian.
Okay.
Oh, are you doing this when you woke up?
Yeah, right when I wake up.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I gotta get to it.
Make a saving throw, Cody.
What? Charisma?
Yeah, you're the same. Actually, what one of your items? Think it. Make the roll. Go ahead, make the roll. No, just a regular saving throw, man.
Oh, okay.
D20. Still nothing. Okay. So, yeah. So nothing happens. He knows that you used it on him.
Darn it.
What was that?
Nothing?
Pretty sure that was not nothing. I don't know.
I just feel like we could be better friends, you know? I mean, nobody seems to really like me right now, except Tavar. I feel like we could be better friends.
Well, that comes with traveling with somebody. You know, you become better friends.
What, there's no magic involved?
No.
Friendship is
Magic.
Oh,
No, I didn't say. That didn't happen in character.
I was gonna say, he turns to Scabbard.
Scabbard now has a pony painted on his shirt.
Yeah, he has like a straw hat and a banjo, but you can see a pony painted underneath.
Wow.
I mean, bonds of friendship form just through adventure and having drinks and such, not through magic tricks.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, you're thinking about this too logically, then.
Just want to be better friends with you, okay?
Okay, well then we can become better friends.
When you guys wake up, Belrose is gone, but shortly after you wake up, about a half an hour later at 11 o'clock, he comes back. And he says, guys are finally up. He looks at Iganek and he says, did I hear you mention last time, before you, did I hear you guys mention last time you guys were at the safe house that you went and visited an alchemist?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I heard about an alchemist shop that had been ransacked. I don't know if it's the same one. I figured I'd mention it.
That we should probably look into.
Yeah, we should help him.
Yeah, I'm definitely concerned with my buddy.
Yeah, Ignek would look very concerned about that. As he enjoyed his discussion with his fellow man of science, for lack of a better term.
So, you guys gonna head to Barry Bink Dizzy Toggle's house? His alchemy shop?
You mean Skeletor?
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, the Suns are not in any serious peril right now, I would imagine. But this is a gentleman, and we need to attend to him and his absurdly appealing voice as soon as possible.
Have you heard this
Why do you all
voice
keep-
yet, Emily?
No, that's why I was literally just saying, why do y'all keep talking about his voice?
He's got
You'll
the
have to
voice
wait.
of angels, he says sarcastically.
Are we in character right now?
Yes.
Well, if anybody has the voice of angels, it's Tavar, so I don't know.
I think he has the body of an angel. I don't know the voice.
I was next door to this shop, and I have to say this is one of the more appealing mortal voices I have encountered. And I've been around for a while.
Well, guess I'll just have to hear this for myself then. It's worth it going over there just to hear this angelic voice, apparently.
I hope his work hasn't been disrupted by the riots.
Okay, so you guys gonna head over there?
Yes.
Yes.
After we've put all that pressure on the GM, yeah, we should.
Okay.
Better live up to the expectations.
Yeah, I hope so. So you guys travel. It takes you like 15 minutes. You guys been to between the couple of you guys who have been there before. You are able to find your way. You guys get there and you see the outside of his shop. His you can hear the angry mob quietly in the background. There's no one around here very close. So there are down the street, maybe 100, 150 feet. You can see the beginnings of a mob down by the Great Square over here. But you don't. There's no one in the immediate area, and Okay. You guys in the doorway of the shop, you see you see Barry Bink. He like looked very angry. You haven't seen him like this before. He in his hand, he's holding a dagger, and he has this fierce look on his face, and he's to the people who are passing before he sees you. He says, "Okay, get back
Here we go.
now." What? God, messed everything up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Stay away from my shop. You better don't attack my shop again. I'll kill you. I'll stab you right in the heart. I'm not messing. Don't mess with me. And he sees you guys coming up. He says, "Oh, my friends, did you see what they did to my shop?"
It's horrible.
I did nothing to deserve this treatment. I support them.
Barry,
I agree that the Duke is a horrible person. And I think that he should be executed just like the rest of them. So why did they attack my shop?
When did this happen, Barry Bink?
This happened last night. I was asleep, and I wasn't concerned because, well, I mean, I guess I didn't think anybody would attack me because I have nothing to do with the king. And then I heard a crack, and my windows were broken, and they were attacking my shop and stealing my scrolls and my ransacking everything.
Why do you think they did it if you don't have any affiliation with the Duke?
Because they are horrible people.
Mob rules.
Were you able to save anything from inside? I can actually. So I'm assuming we can see his store. What sort of state is it in?
There are the alchemical formulas are all over the floor. The bottles and beakers are cracked, and there's liquid all over the floor. A lot of his stuff is most of his shop is pretty much destroyed.
So the structure itself is fine. It's just the inside is like wrecked.
Yeah,
basically.
they didn't like set it on. They didn't set the entire structure on fire or anything like that.
Nice roll.
Yeah.
He says, you know, once I heard all the commotion, I took some of my alchemical items and I managed to scare them off with, I threw some alchemical acid at them, and they knew not to mess with Barry Bink. They ran away, but they destroyed so much that I've worked so hard to work on.
Sheila wants to go inside of the shop.
Dorian will kind of say, well, to the rest of the party, you know, oh well, you know, we do have this new base. Maybe Barry Bink wants he can set up a shop there or something.
In the rat corner?
Well, I mean the new cave system.
I don't
Cave
suppose.
system?
I don't suppose you know anything about residuum theory.
Residuum theory? I know a lot about residuum theory.
Well, it's no longer
I
a theory.
sell residuum in my shop, you know.
Well, we found pure residuum.
Pure residuum? No.
Indeed.
No way.
Seriously?
Indeed.
You have got to show me some of this pure residuum.
Sheila hugs Tavar really close.
Does it have those interesting properties that were theorized?
It has very interesting properties. In fact, we may even need some sort of admixture to cure us of it.
Really? What kind of effects actually manifested?
I assume that Soroto at this point will like mention hentai hands.
Yeah, not quite in those words, but he'll Solregard will mention, you know, I had tentacles for arms.
Really? Where did they go? I would be very interested to see these tentacles.
I've delayed the affliction. We all had, well, most of us had some sort of affliction.
Did they manifest as in addition to your normal appendages, or did they replace your appendages? He seems to have forgotten his shop, and he's like dashing all around. He's hang on, we'll
Looking
wait
for
for Corbin.
notebooks.
Yeah, he's looking for notebooks. He's trying to find documentation on this. He's grabbing some empty part from the blank parchment, and I'll wait for Corbin to get. I'll wait for Rich to get back because I know that he doesn't want to miss this.
Sheila whispers, Tavar, this guy's kind of strange.
User in your channel timed out.
You know, it's not easy to call back that same voice after not doing it for quite a while.
Yeah,
Gotta
I don't
practice
know.
it weekly.
You kind of hit a magical note last time. I wasn't expecting you to be able to do it again.
User joined your channel.
I keep forgetting that M wasn't around for the first iteration of Skeletor the merchant.
Yeah, it just feels like I've been here forever, doesn't it?
Are you back in here? Yeah. I mean, are you
Yeah,
back
I am.
in here?
Yep. Sorry, I didn't
Bleeding
realize you were
over
waiting
here.
for me.
Yeah, I said we would wait for you because I didn't think it would take long, and I knew that you wouldn't want to miss any of Barry Bink.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So he's dashing around his shop trying to find books and papers, and he takes a blank scroll and he takes out a quill pen and he starts writing down it. He's like, "Tell me everything about this residuum and how it manifested. I am intrigued by this." He's just like swiping off broken bottles and making way for everything.
Well, I personally grew a second head out of my abdomen.
Really? What did it look like? What did it do?
It was me, but it just was annoying. So it just always screamed.
Bit of Yoda there for a second.
Sorgar mentioned that his arms turned into tentacles. They were replaced by them.
Even though I'm primarily made of metal, I did actually get a rather stunning fish tail instead of, which replaced both legs.
And very interesting. Were you able to swim better with this leg, or was it hard to control? Because you have never had one of these before.
I believe that if I had had more time with it, I could have learned to swim better than I currently can. Because at present, I mostly walk along the bottom of bodies of water.
Don't you suffocate?
Nope.
Nope. No other explanation, just nope. Okay.
Well, no, I don't breathe, so...
No breathing at all. Very interesting. He looks at you and then he's like, "Oh wait, I almost forgot something. I wasn't gonna talk about it initially, but have you ever been in my shop before, Mr. Metal Man?"
Not that I remember. I've been outside of your shop before.
He kind of turns away in the middle of as soon as you say no, and he says, "Where did I put that? Hopefully those damn looters and mobsters didn't take anything."
Mobsters.
Mobster.
Yeah, she. Yeah.
I heard
I
your
hope
dog.
that in addition to Skeletor, we get Edward G. Robinson.
He comes back. He goes into his he goes through a door, and he comes back with a
a wooden crate with a bunch of well, you can't really see what's inside. He comes back with a wooden crate, and he is having trouble. He's like dragging it behind him. He's grunting. "Meh, meh."
I move over and help him with the crate.
No, no, stop! I can do this.
I immediately back away.
Sheila goes over to try to help him.
No, stay back! I don't need your help.
It's like a
Sheila
Crush
helps
Shield man.
anyway.
No, stop it! Stop it! He finally is like, okay, fine, fine. Don't listen to me. Fine.
So inside the box, you see bits and pieces which bear a resemblance to Scabbard. He says,
Somebody brought this in a couple days ago, and I've been tinkering with it, and I was not going to mention it. Maybe it was just scraps, but it bears a striking resemblance to the way you seem to be put together, Metal Man.
Like, how so?
Well, he says, come over here. Just don't lift anything. And you see right here?
he points to like a joint, and he says,
You see that? That looks very similar to this Metal Man over here. How his joints are constructed and attached. And I'm thinking that this might have something to do with people of your kind. Exactly. What is your kind exactly?
I don't completely remember. I didn't realize there were more than one of me, actually.
Well, this thing right here, it looks like you, and but it looks like a bird or something. He lifts it out and he hands it to you, and oh God, wrong voice. He lifts it out. He lifts it out and he hands it to you. And as soon as you hold it, a cavity in your chest opens up.
I pause, and I sort of look down. I
The
look to
cavity is
party.
shaped almost identical to this item. It seems like it would just fit right in there.
I pick up this thing.
Just because it fits doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I think you should put it in there.
Yeah, what? That looks amazing.
That's what she said.
Could be an augmentation.
I hold out a hand to the party. Just give me a moment. And then can I, like, did the thing itself didn't respond to me in any way, did it? I pick it up.
Well, when you picked it up, the thing itself, yeah, you're correct. The thing itself did not make any sort of movements or noises. However, like a hatch that you had previously not known existed in your chest opened up.
Okay, I kind of gently move a hand around in this hatch just to get a feel for why exactly I did not realize that was there.
You're not quite sure. You don't. I mean, it feels a bit dusty, like it hasn't been used in quite a while. But other than that, it feels identical to the rest of your body.
Okay, well, I have a new storage space. I've yet to determine whether this thing will be any part of it in character.
I don't know if I specified, but it does look exactly the same, like it was intended for that spot in your chest.
Yeah, so can I roll Arcana to see, like, because it's bird-shaped, right?
Yeah, it's vaguely bird-shaped. I mean, it has wings, and it looks like it would be able to fly. But
Can
it
I-
doesn't have... Yeah?
Can I roll Arcana to see if there's any sort of magic going on with this thing?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, with that Arcana check, you're able to see it comes to life, like the thing. It starts to whir and buzz and make noises. And Barry Bink looks highly pleased by this. He's like, how interesting! And he tosses, he tosses the piece of parchment that he was writing down the residuum stuff down on. He tosses it behind him, and he starts furiously writing down some more information about this, whatever is happening right now. He's and when you God no, when you do the try to reach out to it with the magic, and you sense a strong presence, and it says, you kind of hear a voice in your mind saying, all it just says is, back at last.
Am I able to, like, respond psychically?
You can try.
Alright, I try to say, we've met then.
It doesn't respond to you.
That's not ideal. I sort of hold it near, like, the chest cavity.
You sense that it has a desire to enter your chest cavity. It wants to be inside you.
There's no even.
Oh god, the innuendo.
What are you guys talking about? I have no idea what is so funny.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It just would like to be inside your body.
And would you like it inside of you?
Well, I feel like, I'd like to explore what this thing's capabilities are, and I don't want it to be damaged by the mob, so I sort of say out loud, alright, do whatever.
Put
So
it
you put it inside?
inside.
God.
Barry
Yeah,
Bink looks at you
absolutely.
and he says, well, what are you waiting for? Put it inside you. I want to see what happens. Come on, come on.
Well, I told it to go, and whatever, I sort of shove it closer to the...
You shove it inside yourself?
Yeah.
As soon as you put it inside of yourself, you kind of hear it. You kind of hear it click inside of you, and it says, and a voice speaks out from inside you. Well, a voice speaks out from inside you, and it says, in very garbled language, it says, Unit number 1 ordered to return ASAP. Well, it doesn't say ASAP, it says Unit number 1, and then you hear crackling, ordered to return as soon as possible.
Does it
Is
play it
it-
out loud?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Return to where exactly?
And then in your mind, Giru, in Scabbard's mind, you see pictures like flashing before your eyes. You see a mountain with a building on top of it. You see others of your kind walking around, and you sense a familiarity about this place.
Alright, so out loud. Well, I guess I kind of pause for a while.
After that, after it's done speaking, the hatch that appeared when you picked it up, it disappears, and it's like covered again, and you can't see the seams. Like the seams are, it's a seamless transition.
Iganek will inspect this like sort of as closely as he can get because he finds it fascinating. Not looking for anything in particular, not like a roll or anything. He's just looking at it because he thinks it's interesting.
Sorry, what are you looking at?
The where it was enveloped and how it became like seamless again.
Barry Bink pushes you out of the way, and he has like a magnifying glass, and he has like a tape measurer, and he's just getting all up on Giru's chest, and he's just like completely
Scabbard.
ignoring on Scabbard's chest, and he's just like it's almost like he's forgotten that they're like Scabbard is alive, and he's just yes, that's very, very interesting. I wonder how it does that. I must write this down and investigate this further. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. And he steps away.
Yeah, I think we'll have time for that later. So right now, let's pretend that didn't happen.
Who says I have more stuff in this box that I collected if you are interested in it?
Yeah, let's look at that. And remember that there was no metal bird.
I'm pretty sure I saw a metal bird, but that is
Why
what
do
you
you
want
want
to do.
Why do you want to forget about it?
We do have pressing issues, although this is a fascinating development.
Well, okay, let's just stock up on whatever Barry Bink is willing to provide us with, and then we can help him relocate to somewhere safe.
Okay, well, he says to you, well, I have this circlet here. It looks like it would attach to your head. It's far too heavy for me to wear, but it appears to be of the same sort of metal construction you are made of, Metal Man.
All right, I grabbed this bracelet or whatever headdress, and
Now, Scabbard, I think Clem just had his whole place trashed. He can't just be giving these things away to you.
No,
Well-
no. I am more than willing to do this as long as he allows me to observe the effects of said items. Because these are very interesting to me, and they are practically useless to me. I'm not able to do anything with them.
then okay, I apply this to my headspace.
Okay. The item, it looks like a crown of some sort, like it's half of a circle, and it looks like it'll lock into a slot on your head. And as soon as you put it in there, you are assaulted by the minds of everybody around you. The minds of everyone around you are suddenly open to you. Mechanically, you gain telepathy 20, so telepathy within 20 squares.
Oh, yeah. So that's. I attempt to pull it off immediately.
You're able to without any problem.
Okay, so I tell the group, I think I am aware of what Amonis felt on a regular basis. I will address this later. We should go.
Go, but you guys have just arrived. Would you like to purchase some alchemical items, perhaps, or maybe some rituals? I'm sure that they didn't destroy all of them.
Dorian perches up at the sound of rituals. And he, hold on, let me get my list. He'll kind of walk up and ask him if he, how many of his rituals he has left.
Well, I have most of them. I mean, if you can understand, an angry, stupid mob isn't very interested in paper. They're more interested in things that make noise when they shatter and fizzle and bubble. Burn. Why? What were you looking for?
Let's see here. He'll ask for...
Do you perhaps have a list of them?
Yeah. Well, the list that I sent you, though, that might be a lot of rituals to purchase right now.
You didn't send me any rituals, sir?
All right. He'll pull out the list, a list that he's been working on, and hand it over to him.
Yes, I should have most of these rituals. Yes. And before he turns around and starts looking at them, looking at his shells and all over the floor and whatnot, he says to Scabbard, he says, I don't have any use for the rest of this scrap metal, but if you could have any sort of use for this, it does not appear to be usable or by me, and there's not enough of it to make into any sort of weapon, but you might be able to do something with these scraps.
I thank you for that opportunity, and I will relieve you of this space consumption.
Yes, no, these rituals, yes, he's pulling them off, I'm sorry, he's pulling them off of the shelves, and he's getting quite a high stack of papers, the stack of papers is now taller than he is, and he's having to look around the side of it to avoid bumping into the shelves and whatnot. But he finally gets back to the counter, and he says, "Yes, I've had all of the things on your list. I do now. These come out to quite a hefty price. Can you afford all of these?"
I could probably, maybe set up some sort of payment system and pick out a few that I want right now, and you keep the rest. And, slowly but surely pay off, and as I pay more, receive more of the rituals.
Yeah.
So you want all of them on layaway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it appears that you all know each other, because I've had several of you guys enter my shop independently of each other. Do you all know each other?
We do.
Really? How do you know each other?
Friend of a friend.
For my part, I was asleep for a while, and they helped me wake up because I didn't really want to be asleep.
Yes, I don't like sleeping very long either. How long were you asleep? I don't like sleeping more than 12 hours.
Yeah, I was asleep for a bit more than that. A few more decades than that.
Decades? My, you must have been quite rested at the end of that.
User in your channel timed out.
I am. I'm ready to go, and soon, preferably.
Sheila walks up to the alchemist and says, "This is Tavar."
I'm sorry, who's Tabar?
Right here, this is Tavar. She holds out Tavar.
Yes, and hello, Tavar.
Taylor says hi.
Yes, of course he did. I heard him.
The scabbard.
Oh, good.
Scabbard experimentally slots the headdress back on and tries to focus in the general direction of Tavar and Jill.
People tend to not hear him, so I think it's really great that you can hear him too. I mean, either that or they're just ignoring him. I don't know, but I seem to have to speak for him a lot.
He does seem to talk pretty quietly. Maybe you should ask him to speak up once in a while.
Dorian has a perplexed look on his face and says, "What'd you just say, Perry? You heard him?"
Yes, I
User
heard
entered
him.
your
All
channel.
right. Doesn't everyone hear him? Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
I'm sorry, can one of us make a check of some sort to find out if this is...
Insight, if he's telling the truth, I guess.
He doesn't hear anything.
What was
He's
this
just trying
for?
to placate
I'm
her.
sorry.
Barry Pink says he hears Tavar.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Dorian, you think that he's just trying to placate her?
Dorian just says, "Well, we all here have a hard time hearing him, so it's just a little shocking, but and he'll kind of move on to the rituals. He'll say that, we did this, find a lot of residuum, so maybe that could help us get some more, make some money back. So
Maybe if we take him to the, if we take him and show him the pure residuum, he might be interested in that, and that might he might be able to.
we might be able to pay him with our residuum."
Barry Bink, why don't you leave this trash shop, get what money you can for it, and come with us and conduct research on the residuum?
That sounds very intriguing. I have not left.
We
the
need
town.
someone we can trust to do this research.
I think I will. You guys seem to be very nice to me, and this city certainly is not. City, I have done nothing but good things for the people in this city, and this is how they repay me. Yes, I will come with you.
All right.
Do we know how much time is left on the delay affliction on some of them?
Actually, I can tell you on that, and then I also need everybody to make an endurance check.
I thought we already did that, or is this another one?
This is another one.
It's the DM.
What was the
It's
other
whatever
one
he
for?
wants.
What was the other one for, anyway?
I'm not telling you anything.
Well, fine.
I endure, by the way.
The second one is Solrogar. The first one is me.
It is.
Wow, you got even worse than I did.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Let's see, the last one, Corvin, Chiela. Okay, Corvin, Chiela, and Iganak. You notice that your skin